What is happening, y'all? So this is my baseball dashboard. This is one I've made, and I will be giving to Peel Pro users by the end of the year. At the very least, you will have this for 2027 and beyond. It is where I live when I study pitchers now, and I've been adding more and more and more to it. Jake Crumpler wrote the roundup last night, so I want to do my review. Just this is without me even watching games. I didn't normally watch stuff involved too with the roundup, but just without watching it, how we can get some assessments. Okay, so here we go. We have Ian Seymour. And if you notice with this, we have like the so much stuff here. I can do this and get all of that in there too. With Ian Seymour, what we're looking for is for the changeup to be down at the bottom of the zone, which is what he's doing, which is great. And what do we have here? Bad 55% strike rate and bad swing strike rate. Did he allow hits on this? No, he still got 4 hits. Sorry, 4 outs and in 2 Ks without any hits on it, which is actually very productive and efficient, even with the low strike rate. So that's cool. Yeah, the 4-seamer staying upstairs too. So that's right there. You have exactly what you're looking for. It's high IVB, but it is a high-ish arm angle. It actually looks like it's pretty good IVB. Super high strike rate, super high swing strike rate. When did he throw it? 2 strike counts. Yep, against right-handers and left-handers a ton in 2 strike counts and got some strikeouts. So you can see backwards K there, which is an odd one. Got a whiff there, got a strikeout there. Carter Jensen, what are you looking at? I don't know. And we can actually even go down and see, okay, cool, what was his pitch mix? Relatively, this is when he's more starting, as you can see. Against lefties, righties, is he doing anything different? He had an approach change here, which is really cool. That means he's throwing fewer cutters and throwing more of these sweepers against right-handers. And nothing really massive there. Fewer changeups because he didn't have the feel. And then in this one against left-handers, you can see how many pitches that he throw against them. And let's see, nothing really that interesting overall here. Long story short, with Ian Seymour, I do like the fact that this is getting more horizontal movement going on over here. And he has a very weird set of breakers that are way too high, in my view. Where does he go next? He goes against the Orioles. We like that. That's cool. And he gets them again. I mean, 7 Ks. This is an overperformance. He gets so many 2 strike counts. Which is very high strike rate overall with the sweeper and the 4-seamer. I mean, you can see here he kind of went dancing with the disco on it. Stayed up, stayed low, fine. Not really the most impressive though, because the changeup didn't destroy as much as you think with his low swing strike rate, but the 4-seamer with the changeup, you can see the separation there. That's what you want to see. Cool. Moving to Tatsuya Imai, I'm gonna watch him very briefly after this. And again, I just want to remind everybody: if you get PL Pro yearly, you will have this in your hands at the latest next season. I don't want to give any promises, but this is, as I've told our new full-time developer, Jeff Niveen, this is actually number 1 priority after we get the initial foundation of the pro dashboard up into your hands as the beta. So could not be more excited. And as you can see, the slider once again is everything. Swing strike rate is 28%. It's so wild to see. What am I doing here? 4% swing strike rate on this, and guys aren't hitting this thing. Now, the velocity trend, this is a cool thing I have with it. You can see the swim chart, swim lanes all over the place, right? If you just look at 4-seamers. Now, if I go back to this and I select this again, you can see relative to the slider. But this is a clear indication of a pitcher that even when I saw him was really interesting with Tatsuya Imai, that exerts and doesn't. And you can see even his windup, it's so strange. It looks like he's just playing catch with how little extension he gets. And then there's some pitches he really exerts. And I would imagine that you're going to see like drastic changes in extension from game to game, but really from pitch to pitch. Let's see actually if we see that in some way. 6.2 and 5.8, right? Like it goes back and forth based on what he's doing. I saw him at this Kansas City Royals games, and of course that's the one. Unreal. Do I believe this with Tatsuya Imai? Not really. This is so weird. He's only 2 pitches. I don't understand. What were the whiffs here on the on his slider? What? This is so inconsistent and strange. And I feel like what's going on is these guys just don't know how to hit this thing. The trajectory doesn't know how to handle it. Yeah. Really, really weird. And just call him a hipster if you want, or a massive cherry bomb. I don't know what to do there. Freddy Peralta, love to see this. Love to see the 1.3 increase in his velocity. You can also compare this to 2025 if you want. He gets more extension. Less extension now than 2025. Which is very interesting for the year. And what we can see is the changeup is where we want to be there. The strike is Professor Chaos here with his four-seamer. But I mean, this is really him. Like, he's always like this. I love the fact that at least he's keeping his four-seamer upstairs. But yeah, I need to actually add locations. I need to see like high lock, low lock. I can add that pretty easily to this. Yeah, I mean, we have a Careful Icarus here, but this is because, of course, once again, the errors of the Mets coming around to haunt them. But yeah, I mean, it's Freddy Peralta, guys. He's going to get Toronto, Kansas City Red Sox. You should keep starting him there. Cam Schlittler, ace is going to ace. What do you know? He throws a lot of strikes upstairs. And what is very interesting is that the four-seamer upstairs is what you want. You don't really want these. Let's see. Ground out, called strike, ball. Foul ball. Good. Like, I don't think he allowed any hits on them. No. Because it's not, none of those. If he were to allow hits on four-seamers, would be down there. Where did he allow his hits? We have this. What the heck? As you can see, also, I have an under and I have the exit velocity and the, oh man. So this was completely jam shot like a nub thing. You've got a home run here. Caleb Durbin. Totally. Okay. So first inning, fifth. Wow. You got eaten up by this. I'm actually curious about this at bat. So what I do want to see now is Caleb Durbin. That's the soft pop-up. But I want to see this. So he went sinker up, and then miss. Fastball probably for a call strike, foul ball. So because he's fouling this, he probably wanted to go this one, and it would be off of it. I'm going to guess, though, that he didn't read this foul ball correctly, that he was behind on this. And so he was timed for the cutter. And he should not have given that. He should have given the same pitch, probably even that sinker that he got the soft contact on over here, right? Like, he is trying to catch up to what he can't do. Is way too late, probably. Foul ball. I don't know where this one went, but 1-0. Man, this is so wild. But anyway, this is the app that I use, and it's just the coolest thing ever. Anyway, so we're going to get off of that. Ace is going to ace. Nothing to worry about. I mean, still up there. Oh, my gosh. Matthew Boyd returned. Oh, man, I got to watch this, right? Well, I mean, this looks like, on paper, good Matthew Boyd. Oh, only 20%. Sorry, only 23%, but down. That's cool. Four-seamer up. Is it lower velocity? No. All good. Vert is lower. Don't worry about that. Weirdness. And then you have the slider that's staying away from lefties. I mean, this is Matthew Boyd. Inefficient, yes, because the slider isn't doing enough here and the changeup isn't doing enough. And he had to do too much on the foul ball, the four-seamer. I imagine if I go to results here, we're going to see foul balls up the wazoo. 26%. Traditionally, you see this 17%, 20%. So yeah, a little bit more. Imagine the usage of this. 2 strike counts did not get whiffs. It did not. He did not put away batter as well. 17% over here. You want to see a little bit higher. Yeah. Not the best game. Only 43% 2-strike rate in the first place. He lost some batters. It's just not his best, and it was still fine. So we're cool. We can also go next pitcher, previous pitcher if you want. But I like this because it's all preloaded. So now you have Troy Melton. Oh, boy, Troy Melton. Look at this. You get 97 miles per hour velocity. This is great. 1.3 velo here. This is really cool. So with Troy Melton, you want to see the stuff going up, and you can get whiffs, and 15 whiffs. Oh my gosh, look at this trend. You have this is just glorious. I can do this to make it a little bit better for you guys to see it. And you have 9 to 10 whiffs per game usually. 79 pitches, sure, so you stretch it out, but 7, 6, 8, and then 10, 12, 15. And what I can do, this is a lovely thing that I have here. I can just do this, and actually across these games, you have a 12 whiff per game, 24% strikeout rate, 318. Oh, wait, 2 obviously small sample size. I just want to show that off to you guys. But look at the put away rates are a bit higher now than these. He's gained a more 2 strikeouts finally. That is fun. Now, what's getting whiffs here? All of it is. All of it. Where are the sliders? Yes, down here. These should get whiffs. Why? Because it's 87, 89, and not over here. These are probably not cutters. Oh, sorry, four-seamers. And what I can do, I'll do it at the end of this, but and these are stop calling these cutters. These are sliders. Okay. I'll show you this at the end of that, but at an end of reviewing Melton. But you should feel really encouraged by this. It is against right-handers, and he will do better against right-handers than left-handers. Let's actually see what it was against lefties. Did he get any strikeouts again? Got 2 of them. But he allowed 1 of his hits. Is this a home run? It was a home run. Where's the home run? We'll get that in a second. But these are worse locations than these over here. I think one of his biggest struggles is lefties. So seeing the Astros obviously help that. Against the Yankees, it's going to be a little bit harder. I don't know if I really want to start him there, but I will definitely there. And no, he's not leaving this rotation. I cannot tell you that enough. He's not going to now. I'm just going to go to Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler, where did he go against Seattle? This is okay. It's close, right? Like you see this. This is really, really, really close. You want it like a little bit lower, right? Oh man, you're so close. Yeah, okay. I want you to go dancing on the disco, and this is fine. Like you're just throwing them in the middle of the zone. That's okay. Did you allow any hits on them? 2. And look at them. They're not even the ones that are like good, or sorry, that are bad. These are the good ones. First pitch swinging, Rosenrand got beat, and it wasn't. Yeah, he got lucky. This is an 0-0 pitch that scored a run, which is insane. I actually saw this. Yeah, this was a good pitch. And then this one, Cal Raleigh hit a double again, 1-0 down and away. I'm totally cool with these. So that's all good. It's just this. You're not pairing it well. I mean, these are good. Watch all these results. What are these? Actually, let's just go to all hits here. None of them were a hit. This was an up and in 0-2 flare. Yeah, you could probably throw this one a little bit better. This is one of the ones you want to actually go upstairs. Okay. Now, if you want to do strikes and you get rid of the hits, these are all effective. I mean, it's essentially CSW and foul. These are great. So you see these are all not hits. Cool. And by the way, right now, the Mets finally fired Carlos Mendoza. I mean, it's not a surprise to me. So anyway, so with Bubba Chandler, we're still not there. It's that simple. We're just not there. So do what you want with that information. By the way, this is already loaded, and I'll get the second one now because that's already done. Connely Early did really well, and he was singled out in the first. He had a double, single, but we can actually see what were the pitches. Oh, you know what? I'll do it like this. First inning, none, and then this, and then results all hits. I mean, these are bad though. Yeah, he got singled out, but look where those locations are. You have a changeup that's floated in 0-0 count. You got a slider down the middle and a 3-2. Of course, that's a double because Goldschmidt's on a tear. And this is a 1-1 curve that is low, and Rosario loves hitting against lefties and loves this. I mean, that's a burner as well. This is a barrel, and this is a burner because they were down the middle, right? So I don't always like saying singled out because it depends on what, the pitches were. However, outside of that first inning, you get rid of the middle stuff there, right? And we have whiffs on the four-seamer, whiffs across the board. And man, velo was up. That is very good. The changeup. Oh man, this got whiffs though. All right, whiff, ground out. Wow. I mean, look at that movement. Oh my gosh. That's why you see this. That's sick. Drop, kick change. Ooh. That's gonna be called straight because that's just like falling from the sky. Is that this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right. What about the slider? Is he just getting called strikes with these? Cool. They could not hit this thing. You got to throw more of these to lefties. 21% usage. You got to throw more than that. All right. And then the sweeper. I'm just getting rid of the first inning. Sweeper, this is fine, but this is not really. I mean, this is silly. This is good. This is fine. You got a whiff on the first pitch. Okay. Wow. You got Austin Wells chasing that thing. Okay. Okay, Austin. Do better. This is annoying. You want this inside, right? This I don't love. I'm happy you got a ground out because you have more sink on this than expected. But so, I mean, this is my lovely workstation. These are better be called strikes, right? This is going to be trouble, foul. Whew. Ahmed, buddy, you want that one back. I mean, this is all very effective. So like The fact of the matter to me is I'm seeing that he's throwing everything, and that's really cool. I think that he's throwing everything. That's what's helping the whiff rates here. It put batters away. He allowed that home run. No, actually, I don't know what that home run was. It must be over here. Jose Caballero. What do we got here? Non-home run. No, non-home run. A low curveball that didn't get low enough. What was the at-bat, though? This is the 4th inning? This is how I take so long doing this stuff. I mean, man. I don't like the sequencing at all. Okay, so why does Nick hate this? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. You have a called strike that he was fine. He was just taking first pitch strike. You don't get any information on this outside if he's probably looking for a heater. Instead of if he's looking for a breaking ball, he's crushing this, right? Maybe he just wants to take one, but he's looking for a heater. So he goes, fine, I'll spin on that. Doesn't swing on this one because done. This is a 4-seamer upstairs that he wants, and he misses it. So there are 2 schools of thought, right? You throw another 4-seamer higher, or you throw a breaking ball. And I'm upset at this one because, I mean, there's really like 2 reasons why I'm upset. I'll even say 3. 1, you already saw the curveball. You already showed him this pitch, and he saw it all the way through. So it's not like this is a surprise now. You've already shown it twice. So I don't think that's good. Second, if you are going to throw it, you can't land it for a strike. This looks good as an 0-0 pitch, not as a 2-strike, because that's got to be down here, not here. And 3, because he already whiffed at this, right? And you nailed it. Like, you nailed the location of it. You have a feel for it. You go higher and just see what happens, right? So this one bothers me. But anyway, Connely Early against Washington, the #1 left-handed team. I'm still going to put this as a questionable because it's like, I think this is a good showcase of why I like Connely Early. Like, Connely Early is clearly talented. Like, he has 9 strikeouts here, 17 whiffs. He's got a full arsenal that does things. He increased the velocity a tick, right? You see how spread out this is. I mean, this is not a change. Oh, I guess it is. It's just really the bad one. You're right. Okay. I thought this would be a bad velocity one, but no. You can see bam, 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 right? You see the different places. And he's doing it 95 from the left side. He's got all this stuff. He doesn't even have his cutter work. I mean, you can even argue that this is a slider, this is a cutter if you want, but I'm not going to do that. Did he ever throw a cutter? Pitch mix, does he have it? No, okay. But he's not even at the next step, which is actually placing these where he wants to and doing the right little things. So, all right, we're going to go to Kate Cavalli now. Kate Cavalli, 7 strikeouts, 15 whiffs. I'm going to say, cool, you threw a lot of curveballs. That's my instinct. Wow, you did this in a game where you didn't even have your best curve. Oh, no, okay, fine. No, you did. This is legit against right-handers. I mean, they just probably 25%. And I do like the fact that he's not throwing the sweeper. The sweeper and the curve are pretty much the same pitch. I bet this is against the lefty. Yeah. Again, this one. Yeah. It's weird because I would actually normally expect this to be right-handed, but it looks like he has this sweeper that is more lefty. Regardless, what is this? I think this was a bad... Oh, they're calling these 4-seamers? Not a chance. These are cutters, so we got to change that. I'm going to tell you about Cavalli right now is the curveball was working, and that's really good. I'm glad he took out the the Phillies with it. Yeah, Sanchez was on the other side of it. I got to label these as cutters quickly. Plus 1%. He doesn't throw a cutter. No, yes, he does. I mean, is it a slider is what they've been calling it? No, this is a new pitch. That's cool. Anyway, it's fine. Like, he has a good curveball working. That's cool. All right. Landen Roupp, I'll go back to him in a second. I just want those to be labeled again. This is the thing that I love about him. He's very well versed in throwing high speeds that are just so good up here, and then the changeup and cutter down and curveball down. Like that pitch separation is elite, and it's why I've been saying this is the breakout season of him. And 407 ERA, 129 WHIP is really bad, but it's really just like this game. I'm not even kidding. I can likely do this, and you'll see a dramatically different 3.52, 120. Like that's how bad that game was, right? And that wasn't that when he was hurt and he didn't say anything. You don't say anything when you're hurt, but then you say something when a rainbow shows up. Sorry, I just have no respect for that. And anyway, I'm glad. I think all of San Francisco. I'm so happy that they booed him yesterday. I think he's absolutely right. Anyway, this is I mean, you see this. He should be a CSW darling. He's kind of like he's an Aaron Nola to me, classic Aaron Nola, but with a better changeup and with better, a better understanding of his sinker. But it's like curveball focus, high CSW on that pitch, and everything else. You just keep starting him. Yeah, I mean it's really that simple. Last one here. Come on, we can do this. Get that cutter in the database. All right, then we have Mackenzie Gore, and Mackenzie Gore. 7.3415. Okay, this is kind of boring at first glance. Low put away rate ish. Normal. So to me, this is just he didn't get into 2 strikes as often. They were aggressive against him. They're very bad against lefties, the Blue Jays. And you're going to see probably usage. You don't really see too many 2 strike. It's just a lot of early because you just don't have, you really didn't get there. So what happened? 4-seamers and curveballs were the ones that got hit. Okay. More hard contact on the 4-seamer that I want to see, but good on the curve. Where is the 4-seamer? Generally upstairs. I'm happy with this. I mean, yeah, these are the ones that are annoying. Where are the hits? None on the 4-seamer. Wow. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? These got hit? What is this? 1-0. 1-0. Sorry. Just thinking it from like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. No, I'm sorry when nature calls 1-0. That's him saying guano. You have this cutter. This is what messed him up in the 5th inning, was this one against Miles Straw. And I like that he's throwing it, but the 2-1, you're actually not really trying to get it here. This is the danger zone. You want to get it down here or up here. But I love that he's throwing a cutter. And this is a hit. Oh, that's stupid. He got him chasing a 3-2 pitch. That became a hit. Okamoto, good job. The cutter is appearing, though, and I really like this. I mean, in a 1-2, I don't like it here. 0-2, you got the strike on that time. That's cool. Fly out, and this one was a double. It should be more like this, though. Like not that. This is okay. You got the double play against Vlad Guerrero Jr. Of course, cannot get lift. As you can see, this is the only mistake one because it's a 2-1 as opposed to an 0-2, so he's not being defensive. He's being aggressive on it. The changeup is gone now, though. You can actually see changeup was around in the last 2, especially against right-handers, I think. And he just stopped throwing it. I don't know why. You can also, if you wanted to, you can click on all of these. This is how many pitches he threw against them. So he threw a ton against them. Yeah, they're calling this a slider. This is probably the cutter. Yeah, these are cutters. These are the only sliders that he threw. These are all cutters. Again, I gotta do that. But yeah, I feel fine with Mackenzie Gore. Right? It wasn't the ultra dominance. Like this to me was dominance, save for what, a stupid home run or 2. Yeah. Like I really think that Bryce Miller is just insane right now. I think he's one of the best pitchers in the game, really, like right now. And this is wild. A terrible slider. 1-0 just hung up to Brandon Lowe. And then you have this 4-seamer. Yeah, this is not where you want to put a 1-2 fastball. This is to Henry Davis down the middle, right? And if you actually look at all of the fastballs he threw, like that's the bad one. This is a foul ball. Henry Davis also was like, oh, I don't want to miss that again in the same at bat. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, I should probably add a hitter result filter. I could do that pretty easily. But otherwise, I mean, look at that splitter. Any hits on it? No. You're throwing a 76% strike splitter with 0 hits. Disgusting. Absolutely just, and look at this pitch separation. Like the big thing against Bryce Miller back in the day was his inability to have secondaries off of the fastball, and he just completely crushed this. Like now it's just 17% drop of four seamers and only 1%. So he has 35% fastballs now. This is the guy that was like 70% fastballs. And now he's become a kitchen sink with an elite four seamer. It is so good. Imagine if he had extension. Oh my gosh. Bryce Miller is legitimately one of the best pitchers in baseball. For fantasy baseball, I feel like I should have him. I want to have him an ace is going to ace. I can't yet. What's his next one? I don't know. I mean, look, he dominates one of these two. I'm giving it to him. I mean, he still did this one. If there's those 2 strikeouts and he couldn't. Oh, I saw this. It's like, no, this is such a good pitch. And he allowed a single on this. Like, it's just not fair. This has got to be a lefty. You see this and you go to lefty. I actually watched this one a bit too. Yeah, he was throwing cross body really effectively. And that's what Jeffery Springs does. And he just ran into trouble. Careful Icarus here, a walk and a single. I got removed and both of them scored. You know, like this was actually a really good game despite my, you know, the fact that it was Springs versus Elder. What? Like, you don't want Jeffery Springs. I mean, this is actually peak Jeffery Springs to start. Look at where this changeup is. But yeah, I just don't want to touch it. This is actually more all over the place for Sanchez than I normally see. This is nice. This is a little more scatter plot. Where are his hits? It should be all these sinkers, right? Yeah. I never know what to say here because, like, yeah, that's the problem with Sanchez over the years. He did go against the #1 left-handed team, so I'm not going to do anything. But it is very interesting to see that, we're getting a little bit more of the hits per 9. I mean, this is the incredible, yeah, these 2 starts that just terrified me. And this was the really, really nice stretch, right? Like, this is just the, oh my gosh, Nick, you are so stupid. You're so wrong. Okay, right? 5.6 hit per game per 9 in those games. I'm not going to include those. Don't worry. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to do the best solid I can here. Outside of that stretch and outside of those 2 ridiculous ones, he still has a 9 hit per 9 and a 130 whip. And it's not including this game and that game, right? That to me is why I was so down on him. This is the second straight poor outing for Guasman. I'm sure some guys are worried about this. The put away rates you can see are down, and so are the 2 strike rates, which means to me that he's throwing strikes that are getting hit early in the counts. And so let's see where the hits are. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Jock Peterson took a 2-2 four-seamer inside and over the wall. Yeah, you should have thrown a splitter, I guess. Okay. Jock has his number. But you should throw splitters. These are bad pitches in the middle of the plate. I mean, yeah, this is a 1-0 hanging splitter. This is a 1. Your splitter's so terrible. How many did you throw? 13? I don't know. I mean, yeah, these shouldn't be where they are. Like, you want to see more of a separation. I just feel like he got singled out again. It's going to happen. Is his velocity a little worse? Not really. It happens. That's weird. And Seth Lugo, yeah. He's a kitchen sink arm, and it's always going to be a scatter plot. He's a 15-team Toby. Let's just put it that way. He hasn't been great for a bit now. Like, even he hasn't had look at the low strikeouts: 3-0, 2-4, 6-3, 5-4. You know, you got to ask yourself, what are you chasing? If you're in a quality start league, you're trying to get this string of quality starts, and like you had this, but this was obviously obviously lucky. The quick hits, Ian Seymour, cool. He gets Kansas City next. We like that. Tatsuya Imai, I don't really buy it. I think he's a hipster, and I think it's 50-50 how well he's going to do. Good luck. You have Freddy Peralta. You want to keep starting Freddy Peralta. Just keep starting Freddy Peralta. Just don't worry about all the things that have been weird. He's better than this than he has been. This is fine. It's Freddy Peralta. Cam Schlittler is dope and makes us feel dope. Things are cool. Matthew Boyd is back from the IL. We love that. It looks like Matthew Boyd. He'll be a little bit better with the strike rates on his slider and his changeup. You have Troy Melton. Troy Melton. This is great. Higher velocity. He's getting whiffs across the board now, as you can see. You love to see that. Like you really, really do. It's just much better for Troy Melton right now. And against the Yankees next, maybe that's a questionable start, but against the Athletics after, that's fine. Bubba Chandler is still Bubba Chandler. It's very weird, and I'm not in. Connely Early, he's not fully polished yet, but we're seeing good things. It is against the Nationals next, which is really bad, but he just took down a really good left-handed lineup against the Yankees. That's a questionable start there. Cade Cavalli, I'm glad that he did well here against the Phillies. It's a lot of the curveball having success and nothing else's. And I mean, actually, the four-seamer did get a ton of whiffs that I should give a little bit more credence to. But maybe you could just say the Phils are being weird. And he gets at Boston next, which is fine with me because that's a bad lineup against right-handers. You have Landen Roupp. He's doing great. I just wish he had better mentality and was a nicer human. You have Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie Gore did fine. They were really aggressive against them. He gets the Cleveland Guardians next, and the Cleveland Guardians are just the most streamable team there is right now. I really want to give Aces Gonna Ace to Bryce Miller, but I haven't yet, so fine. Jeffery Springs. He ran into trouble in the 6th inning. Okay, he was pitching actually really well against the Giants. He gets the Dodgers and the Tigers next, so you don't want to do it anyway, and it was sunshine and rainbows for a while until it wasn't. You have Cristopher Sanchez, who's now allowing more hits, and the whip is going to go back up. So you have a 111 whip. It should probably be closer to 115 by the end of this, but obviously you're still going to start him, and don't be too freaked out by this. He might lose his ace. He's going to ace tag in 3 starts. I don't know. We'll see. Kevin Guasman, it's very strange that he's doing this poorly, but he gets the Mets next and the Giants, and they're like, don't worry about it. Just keep doing it. And then you go Seth Lugo against the Rays, and he's going to get the Rays and the Mets and the Padres, but like, it's a 15-team Toby. I don't really want to go for it. All right, that is going to do it. I hope that works with, I hope that helped you guys out. That is it. My name is Nick Pollock, and you're about to low on your strikeouts high.